sure all the people have been waiting breathlessly for us to start on YouTube.
Okay, I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting of the City Design Review Board to order today. Everyone was emailed and mailed a copy of the minutes, or any changes or any revisions that y'all see need to be noted. Hearing none, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve the minutes. Can I get a second?
Thanks.
All in favor?
Aye.
Our first case and only case today is case DRB 2024-01. It's a request for a certificate of appropriateness for wall signage for the building located at 170 West Evans Street, specifically identified as Florence County Tax Map Number 90168-02023 in the H1 Historic Overlay District. Staff?
Good afternoon. The applicant is seeking the COA to install an interior lit wall sign at 170 West Evans Street, which previously was a 321 selfie studio. They're putting a restaurant in there, and by our design guidelines, interior lit signs automatically require a review. And this building is in the Historic Overlay District, which is the most restrictive. It is here on the corner, almost to Irby Street, but between Irby and Dargan Street on the south side of West Evans. It is zoned Central Business District. And here's a photo of the sign and of the building. As you can see, it's a 24 square foot backlit, what they described as a cloud style sign. And then it would be wired to existing power. But it's described as having vinyl graphics on it, and then I think 3.5-inch aluminum frame. So it does not have the dimensionality that is required in the H1, and it has the interior lighting. So that concludes staff's report.
Okay, now the lighting, by guidelines, the lighting needs to be
Exterior, like with gooseneck lights or uplighting.
not interiorly lit.
Correct.
Okay.
Are there some precedents for this type of?
Not in the H1.
I'm thinking about synergies.
I believe that was lit from behind, kind of shadow lit.
Has the applicant submitted any other options, or this is how they submitted?
This is what they wanted to ask for.
Okay.
And the size is not compliant?
The size
as
is
well?
not a problem because they're
Okay.
permitted up to 25% of the facade area.
Okay, so it's just the lighting.
Being interior lit and being flat.
Is this an existing sign they already had, or is there a reason that they want to come?
No, it's not like the trendy twist sign. It's a brand new business, and this is the sign they wanted.
And I think we have had some that have been internally lit in the past, but they've been like individual components, like individual letters or different things like that. So it had some
That's what I was
dimension.
trying to figure out, Jerry. I
Dimensionality
know
to
there's
it.
I was even thinking about the sign on the corner at Town Hall. It seems that it has,
Yeah,
that one, as well as dispensary. I'm thinking there are some lit signs that aren't just.
there are, and it's, it obviously requires board approval for
Right.
internally lit, but they've been, and this sign's kind of just one of the plain plastic signs that's flat on the front with the decals on the front, so it gets lit from the back.
Not really unlike the acrylic box that was just a little bit different shape, but it's probably not too different than the one that we rejected
Exactly.
not so long ago. I think that's what makes, to me, what I see as a difference is it has more of a custom shape to it that looks like it follows the shape of the sign. It's not just an acrylic box like the other one was. Am I correct?
That's correct. But but they both had that same flat, and then with the interior lighting.
And approving this would change the precedent that's currently in place?
Yes,
Similar
and
sign?
I think then you'd have to revisit the trendy twist sign as well because it's so
And
similar.
subsequent signs would be hard to reject you're almost creating a new approved.
And I know last time you had said that you did not, that this was more of a suburban strip mall kind of sign, and you didn't really want that, especially in the H1.
The only other thing I can think is you've got certain businesses that are downtown that operate after, like when it's dark. And some that are closed when it's dark, but still want kind of a billboard. And I don't know, this, it's assumed that this one would be open at night and just as far as like customers looking for you. But again, you don't want to set a new precedent that everybody.
And they can have exterior lighting on it, lighting it up.
Like I said, if you look at Town Hall in the corner, it's a lit sign, and Dispensary has a lit sign, and Synergy has the sign. I mean, they are not just, like my office just has etched sign, you know, just a, it's Francis Marion, do you know if they're the museum, or not museum, but the art gallery, is that sign lit at all? Or is it externally lit? I just know as you go downtown, you do see signs at night. It's not like they are dark.
And I think it's less the lighting of this sign that, I mean, the lighting, internal lighting, you know, is not necessarily the only issue with this sign. I think it's because it has that more suburban strip mall look to it. I think they could take an internally lit sign but change the design of it and be fine with it.
So,
Something we as staff could support.
To address kind of what Bryce is saying, I think there's an opportunity for a business that wants to advertise themselves at night. There are some signs that they can pursue to get the job done. That would be.
Absolutely, and we can help show them some examples of that too as staff. You know.
Yeah, there's more creative ways to do it.
You know, here, one last thing, kind of along the Bryce might have the same way. You know if this sign has been fabricated yet?
Not that I'm aware of. The applicant was the sign company, and I told her
Okay.
to wait, so.
I make a motion. We're finished with discussion. I make a motion that we not approve this application, but that the applicant work with staff to come up with alternative lighted signs that meet, that should meet the approval of DRB.
So deferring it, is that what we're doing, is deferring it and give them more time to work with the?
I don't think we could defer it. That the applicant have to defer it?
I mean, the only thing that, deferring it would be he could bring back this exact design, but if you deny it, then he can come back with another
How long does
design.
he have to wait?
6 months.
No, if he brings back a different design, they can immediately bring it back.
Okay.
But they can't bring back the exact same thing for 6 months.
I would
So,
hate for them to lose time.
Right.
yeah,
Could
no,
we
wouldn't.
vote on it if they do decide to change to meet our requirements to not be able to present it again? Or do they have to present the sign again?
I don't think, we can't stop them if they wait 6 months, I don't think, right?
Yeah, no. If they reapply in 6 months with the same sign, we would just bring it back exactly as is. But if they change the design of it or change the application in any way, then they could bring it back next month. As soon as next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if they brought back something that met the guidelines, we could just approve it administratively.
Yes, that's,
Okay,
that's
okay,
what, that's
all
what
right,
I was
okay.
trying to say there.
Yeah.
I second Scott's motion.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, we have one matter of discussion, to remove 2 large trees from the right-of-way in front of 608 South McQueen Street. Staff?
Yes, this was brought to my attention by some property owners that they're concerned about all the limbs dropping off of these trees and pushing up the sidewalk. And so I asked the Public Works Director to look at it, and he agreed. And but because they're growing up through the power lines, this would be a Duke Energy project to remove them. They are in the public right-of-way. I'm not sure if the complainants realize that then they'll be able to see that house that much more clearly, because they complain about that house all the time as well.
Might be best thing to get rid of those trees.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to your attention since it is in the Timrod Park Overlay District.
So no action needs to be taken.
No, it's just so that if you're driving down McQueen Street, you're like, hey, where'd those trees go? You'll know.
I think they've outlived their usefulness.
Yeah, and if,
Yeah.
We, and if we, the city, replant anything, we'll make sure it's suitable for under power lines. So I'll work with Public Works on that.
Okay. Well, welcome back, Jerry. I appreciate it. It's good to see you again, my friend. And our next meeting is scheduled for April 10th. And at this time, we are adjourned.
Still got it done quick, Jamie. I tell you what, it's good.
10
Trying to
minutes.
make you proud, Joey.
Thank you, gentlemen.